Hello everyone, welcome back to the Phone Museum. Today we are going to look at Samsung Galaxy A01 core. It depends on the reason. It named Galaxy M01 core and Galaxy A3 core. Samsung recently announced Galaxy A03 core, which is different than Galaxy A3 core, so just to let you know. And look at the Android Go edition with Samsung One UI. I really like to compare the regular Android with Samsung One UI 2.0 core version with Android Go edition with Samsung One UI 2.0 core version. But I do not have One UI 2.0 core with the regular Android, so I will just compare Android One UI 2.0 with Android Go edition with One UI 2.0 core. Firstly, lock screen. You can see in the bottom left and right, there's shortcut. You can swipe to unlock the screen, or you can swipe the icon to access the shortcut, the app directly. Swipe up, in my case, pattern, just unlock the phone. And when you go to home screen, it looks like a just regular Samsung One UI. And you can press long to go to a more home screen setting, wallpaper, widget, and home screen settings. Or you can just pinch out. Sometimes touch doesn't work. Pinch out to access these settings as well. Look, when you go to wallpaper, there's two basic wallpapers, and also you can create your own wallpaper from your gallery. And widget, you can add a bunch of widget, but I think it's because of Android Go edition, it doesn't have a lot of widget options. It's only a few of them. Even they don't have a calendar widget for it. I almost use every phone. And also there's a home screen setting, and you can add new apps from the Play Store, add to the home screen, or the app icon badge, which is when I get the notification, there's a little badge show how many notification I receive, like this. But unlike other Android later 9.0, when I remove from the notification bar, then the icon badge it's gone. But in here, like a old Android version, even I remove from the notification bar, I can see the badge, which I really like. But unlike other Galaxies, you cannot swipe down to see the notification panel, but you can still swipe up to access app drawer. But later, the animation is different than regular Galaxy. In regular Samsung One UI 2.0, you can swipe down to access more notification, and swipe up to see the thing app drawer, but the animation is kind of different. And when we see the app drawer is vertically layout, regular One UI is horizontally layout, like so. This is more like stock Android or stock Android Go edition. Also, I cannot make any folder or rearrange the app icon. It's just alphabetical order. So not much on customization. And home screen setting is same as a home screen setting in here. And let's go look at some basic apps. And there's a Google Assistant, and there's a little Go logo. So this one is basically same Google Assistant app, but it does not support Hey Google to run Google Assistant from home screen or lock screen, whatever. Also, when I can download the regular Google Assistant app, but I cannot download the Google app, regular Google app, into this phone. So I try to install, I cannot install it. It give me an error message. So technically I cannot use regular Google Assistant app. And next, for the calculator, it looks just same basic calculator. You can see all the history. There's a scientific, and there's a EMI calculator, which does not have in regular One UI 2.0. It has uniconverter, but this one doesn't have a uniconverter, but instead of there's an EMI calculator. That's one different thing. And next, let's go to calendar. The Samsung calendar, which I like the most, but this one lack of a lot of feature. This one, in the app icon, I don't see any gold or light version of this app, but it lack of a lot of features and functions, and does not support any weather information as well. Check with the other One UI. In here, I can see all the nicely laid out, and I can see the weather information, those kind of stuff. It's lack in here. And then let's go to camera app. This is Samsung's camera app, and this is Google's camera app. I download manually, and this is default app. And when I go to camera app, it's just really basic camera app. So I can just take a photo or record video. That's it. And in the setting, I can change the video size up to Full HD, 30 frames per second, and front facing Full HD, 30 frames per second. And I can more feature for the guideline, picture as a previewed, or geotagging, string method. Even string method is lack of a lot of feature. In regular Samsung One UI 2.0 camera app, it looks like okay, shooting. In here, tap the screen to take a picture or floating shutter button, but this one doesn't have those kind of stuff. And quick launch to power button twice to open the camera app, and I can reset. And for the camera quality, I will talk in detail in the later video, and today just look around the camera app. That's it. And let's go to Google Camera Go app. This is lighter version, you can tell, but there's a portrait mode, which is in use Google AI kind of stuff to make a more blur effect. And there's translate the language, which is similar to the Google Translate app. In the setting, nothing much. Let's go to photos so you can see better the face detection and those kind of stuff. Nothing much. And clock app. The clock app looks similar, but for the icon, you can see the icon. It's stuck in 5 a.m. or p.m. 5 o'clock. But this one is tell real time. So there it looks similar, but lack of feature. And even the clock app, Samsung One UI, the biggest thing is interaction area and viewing area, like this, viewing area, interaction area, like so it's kind of separate. But this one doesn't have those kind of feature, and because of doesn't have a viewing area, I cannot see. For example, if turn on, then alarm in 14 hours, but I cannot see those kind of stuff. And word clock, I can see current area time and also additional time with the weather forecast, but in here it lack of weather information and current time. Stopwatch looks same, timer is just same. In the setting, it has only setting for the timer sound setting. In here, it's just delayed or other stuff. But here, in setting, it's general setting for the word clock, timer, and those kind of stuff. That's a difference. And Samsung usually have Samsung's own file manager app, but this one doesn't have Samsung's file manager app. It has Google Files app. In this one, it support cleaning, so unnecessary file is there delete automatic for me, and the browser is just regular file app, and share is I can share the file without using any data. That's really convenient. And then let's go to gallery app. There's two gallery app. One is Google's gallery app, and one is Samsung's gallery app. This one have a gallery go, this is gallery light. When I go to Google's app, it's similar to the Google photo without online backup or restore. And gallery app, it looks like a Samsung gallery, regular gallery app, but we compare to the regular One UI 2.0 core, it of course doesn't support any viewing area and interaction area. It's just stuck in here. And even in regular One UI, I can just arrange the folder where I want, but this one does not support. I cannot arrange the folder, it just automatically select for me. And it lack of a lot of features as well. I cannot create the groups or hidden or unhidden album, doesn't have a trash can feature. And in setting, I can have more sync with the OneDrive, go to web page if I screenshot, and those kind of stuff. It's all missing from the gallery light app. But thankfully they don't remove something like if I select view picture and drag to the move or copy to the different album, it's still there. That's good because I really like that gesture. And let's go to the Gmail Go. So Gmail Go is basically really similar to the regular Gmail app, but it takes only half of the storage. So when I go to Gmail, I can see it's eating up 100, almost 30 megabytes, but this one only eats up 53 megabytes, so less than half. And I said before I cannot download a regular Google app. You can see one app could not install, so we have to use Google, where's that? Google Go app, which is kind of Google app, so I can see all the like search, those kind of stuff, and in here discover, I can see all the like news or YouTube video, those kind of stuff. And here I can access all the apps in Google Go, connect to Google, those kind of stuff. So nothing much. And for the internet browser, the default internet browser is Samsung Internet Lite version. So I really like the Samsung Internet browser. I think the Samsung browser is the best mobile browser in any Android phone, because iPhone you cannot download the Samsung Internet browser. So, but the Samsung Internet Lite app, this can open up to 16 tabs. If I create another tab, then I cannot have more than 16 apps. So the first tab is close and open the new tab. And not only that, I think Samsung browser is packed of a lot of features. There's auto translator, ad block, whatever. There's so many things to do, but in here in setting you can see there's nothing. Just homepage setting, default search engine, privacy, advanced. You show the status bar, JavaScript, pop-up block, those kind of stuff. Nothing much. And about Samsung. So I try to use this browser as a default browser, but I just can't. That's why I download the Samsung regular internet browser. Because in here, but funny thing in here is even other non-Samsung phone, I can connect to the Samsung account to sync all the bookmark and those kinds of stuff, but somehow in Android Go does not support. And let's go to Maps Go. In Maps Go, it's basically same as Google Map. It's just running on the Chrome browser, so nothing special. And then let's go to the Samsung Health. Samsung Health is, I didn't install from the APK file. I download from the Samsung Galaxy Store. So in Galaxy Store, you can see even Galaxy Store is outdated, because right now it should be in here. There should be see more information, those kinds of stuff, but doesn't have in here. I'll search for the Samsung Health. Then I can download from here. If this does not support, this app does not support this mobile, then I cannot search for the app, but I can search. Then it should be support in this device, but I cannot open it. Keep stop. I think that's a biggest problem in here right now. And same for the Good Luck. Of course, this is A series. Good Luck does not support, but I get the APK file and I install the most of Good Luck apps, but you can tell it's not work. I tried to update the Samsung keyboard, but my keyboard is in newest version, so I cannot update anymore. Theme park, it looks work, but it's not working on this device. And even I go to here, it just doesn't work like this. So basically all the Good Luck apps you cannot use in this device, even you download from the APK, like so. And for the radio app, this radio, you have to connect the earphone. You connect and you can listen through the earphone, or you can make a speaker. And I can edit, delete, all those kind of stuff. It worked pretty well. And Samsung Max is saving data, saving data apps, so you can save some mobile data and Wi-Fi. But I don't really use this kind of app, so yeah, there's like which app use how much data, those kind of stuff. And this one is made for Go version. And let's go to YouTube. YouTube app also have a YouTube Go. So let's go to YouTube Go. Then let's watch one of my video. When I click it, I can see the preview with the really each frame of pictures. And I can click the data saver or standard quality and high quality. I don't know why I cannot see the high quality in here, because I remember I uploaded with the 1080p 60 frame, and I can see all the information about this video. So I click the play, and I can play. I can download, but this video is downloading, but somehow I cannot download incomplete. And in here, I can change the playing speed. Let's go to a different one. Okay, this one have a standard quality, so there's a how many memory it's gonna use. And lastly, let's go to Zipped app. The Zipped app is like in iOS they were similar features, so they just upload to the iCloud for all the data, and they minimize the app storage. And this one is similar like that. I wish other Android support Zipped app, as well. And let's see the setting. Where's the setting? In the setting, of course, it doesn't have a viewing area and interaction area. It's just a old kind of Samsung UI. In connection, you can see all the like things are in basic Android, but auto turn off connections. I think this is the first time I saw in this device. And this is if I turn the Bluetooth, but after 50 minutes I'm not using Bluetooth, then it's automatic turn off for me. I think that's a cool feature. And sounds and vibration, it just looks same because this is dual SIM version, so I can change the SIM 1 ringtone and SIM 2 ringtone and system setting, but it lacks of sound quality and effect and separate app sound. Let's compare to the regular one. You can see sound quality and effect and a separate app sound. That's a lacks in this version. And apps and notification. So regular Android is notification and there's apps, but in Android Go version there's one sub menu. So in here there's a recent app I used. I can see all the app notification, default app setting, how many screen time today, 49 minutes, permission manager, those kind of stuff. In display setting, just dark mode, which is simplified version. I turn on the dark mode or turn off the dark mode. But in regular Android, I can schedule by the sunset or custom schedule and apply to the wallpaper. It's like in here, and brightness control, and in here adapt brightness, but this one is auto brightness. But it's kind of hard to say auto brightness. It's more like a half manual brightness, because you read in here, it changes the brightness when you unlock the screen. So after I unlock the screen, this one cannot change the brightness automatically. So for example, I turn on, okay, in this it changes the brightness is dimmer. Let's unlock, then it's set to this brightness. But even I make a really bright environment, it's not changed the brightness. But when I turn off and when I unlock and it detects really bright, then it's set like this. Even I make it really dark, it doesn't change. So this is the kind of have automatic kind of stuff, so it just detect when I unlock the phone. The one of the reason I think like work like this is, first, it lack of a ambient light sensor, so it detect with the camera app from front-facing camera. But I think because of Android Go background policy, so it cannot, the camera app cannot on the background every 1 minute or every 30 seconds. So it just detect when unlock the smartphone in the lock screen only. And there's outdoor mode. I can change the wallpaper in here, and I can change the font size, show the battery percentage, screen timeout, navigation bar. I can just change the order and screensaver. That's it. Oh, for the wallpaper, when I change the wallpaper, it changed wallpaper and lock screen, home screen and lock screen. It changed same time. I cannot change separately. Let's turn off this one, make it a little brighter. And the privacy looks same, but the Android Go edition is lack of Samsung account privacy. And location is just basic location service. Oh, by the way, speaking of the location, this device only can detect GPS and GLONASS signal, cannot detect any other signals. Account is just basic account setting, and backup is only has Google backup, doesn't have Samsung backup. And digital well-being, and this one, it looks similar, but regular Android has a Samsung One UI. This one more like Google or stock Android or digital well-being setting. Even the icon looks similar. Smart Manager. This is manage battery, storage, and memory. Older Samsung device support or delete junk files, but new one it's not support. But this one still support deleting junk file, but does not have a security option. And also in the setting, I can auto restart, I can schedule, or auto optimization, I can reschedule as well. In the battery, it looks similar, but one cool thing is extend calling. So in emergency, the phone is turned off, but even I press the volume up button 3 times, I can make a phone call. So phone battery doesn't have enough battery to turn on the smartphone, but just have enough battery to make a phone call. I think those kind of stuff. And storage and memory, nothing special. And accessibility is, of course, a simplified version. Unlike this one, have each step like so, but this one it's just one layout, simplified. User manual is just go to the web browser to get the user manual. Let's go back. And other settings like general management and those kind of stuff is in the system. So I can change the language and input in here, gesture, date and time, reset, developer options, software update, and about phone. In the language and input, I can get the keyboard setting. In here, Samsung keyboard is just basic typing setting, but they still have the swipe control. So swipe to type or cursor control. So when I put the swipe to type, like swipe to hello, those kind of stuff. But cursor control is I can swipe to change the cursor like so. And this keyboard, I think it's not keyboard problem, it's more like a touch panel problem. When I type, sometimes I have to type like 2 different words, but the phone detect as I swipe from here to here, so sometimes it make a lot of typos. I will talk about that in future video in detail. And for the feedback, of course, it just have feedback for the sound, and a character preview doesn't have a haptic feedback. That's very unfortunate, because I think haptic feedback on keyboard is really important to me. And let's go to gesture. There's gesture only swipe to call and send message, which is it works in Samsung phone and contact app. For example, in phone, I swipe to make a call, swipe there to send a message. And in developer option, even developer option is kind of a little simplified. For example, logger buffer size. This one is up to 1 megabyte, but regular Android, where's that? Regular Android, it can up to 16 megabyte. So that's a little different. And Android 10, it has accent color and icon shape, but I tried to icon shape to square code. Oh, I should do or square. Even square, it's not changed. It just fixed. So that one now work. Accent color is kind of work. For example, like this. I wish I can get some error message. Then it show the change color. Anyways, and for the update, So Samsung, right now I'm running newest update, checking update. This is the newest updates. Right now I'm recording this in 2021 December, and October 2021 October 1st is the newest security patch. And I can see from the Samsung update log, it has a lot of security patch update, and overall device performance has been improved update. So that's it for the Galaxy A01 Core and Android Go edition with the Samsung One UI. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you guys in the next video with the multimedia and how was the Galaxy A01 Core in 2022. Thank you for watching my video, and have a nice day.